Hello, STEM. We're going to look at Scratch Junior today. So if you would, please download Scratch Junior to your iPad if you haven't already. Scratch Junior looks like a little cat. It's at the bottom of my screen. When you open it up, it says Scratch Junior. So I'll give you a second to get that downloaded. Okay, so once you get on Scratch Junior, you will have two choices. You will have a house and you will have a question mark. If you click on the question mark, it's going to take you to a video that will show you all about Scratch Junior. I'm going to exit out of that. Go back to Scratch Junior. If you go to the house, it takes you to the main screen where you can start a new project by pressing the blue plus sign. You have home here. This is your home. You have the question mark if you have any questions. You have the setting button for the settings. And then you have a little book up here. Okay? So when you go to open a new project, let's click it. You get a screen like this. Okay? So I want to go back and I want to click on the book. So when you click on the book up here, it takes you and talks to you about all you need to know about Scratch Junior. But today, we're going to look at the bottom. Okay, I want you to know all about this before you start working on it. So, right now we're in the first block about Scratch Junior. Now I'm going to go to the interface guide, click, and it's going to show you everything you need to know on the interface of the game. Okay, if you notice the number 1 above the house up here is blue and all the other numbers are black. That means that over here to the right, it's telling you what that button means. So if you click on number 1, it's going to open up over here and it says save. Save the current project and exit to the home page. So when you click on the home, it takes you back to the home screen. If you go through here, you can see that when you press on the button, on the numbers, it tells you what that object or that icon means. So as we go through the interface today and go through all of the numbers and discuss what each one means, you will have a vocabulary that you need to be using while we play with Scratch Junior. Okay, we are going to start looking at the motion blocks of how your character is going to be moving in this game. These are types of movements that are really easy to remember. If you look at the arrow, it tells you everything you need to know. So we'll start over here on this one. It says right to move right. Okay? And the number underneath tells it how many blocks or squares it needs to move. So this one is move right, move left, move up, move down, turn right, turn left. Now if you notice on the description on the turns, it says rotates the character clockwise a specific amount if you turn 12 for a full rotation. And the turn left, you're going to go counterclockwise a specific amount, and if you turn 12 for a full rotation. Now the word clockwise right here means that you're turning like a clock turns to the right. If you look in this description, the counterclockwise means that you're turning backwards from a clock. You're going the other direction. You scroll up. You have the hop. Hop moves the character up a specific number of grid squares and then down again. Over here it says go home. When you press this one and you drag this into your screen, it says resets the character's location to its starting point. To set a new starting position, drag the character to a new location. So today we're going to be concentrating on the motion blocks and the direction that you go when you look at that certain movement. Okay, let's try to move our character using some motion blocks. So I'm going to click on the add a new project. So I'm just going to stick with little Scratch here, little kitty cat, and I'm going to press this yellow button down here, pressing it, and I have my green flag. So I'm going to pull my green flag here. So I'm going to use the green flag, and when I'm ready to play, I'm going to push this green flag because green means go. So I'm going to use my icons to the left here. I'm going to press on the blue arrow. So now I'm going to move my cat. Let's see, I think I'm going to move it to the right. I'm going to change my number. As you can see, my numbers pop up here. So I'm going to move him to the right like 3 steps. Then I'm going to go down maybe 2 steps. And then I might just go to the left 4 steps. Let's see what happens now. Okay, cool. So I press the green and it starts over again. Cool. Let's add this one and let's see. Now what does that one mean? It means rotate to the right, and I'm going to do it 6 times. Remember that it go a full circle if you do 12. Okay, let's push the green button again. Oh, wow, that's funny. So now I want to go back the other way 6 times, and maybe he'll get back to where he's supposed to be. Wee, wee. Well, that's kind of cool. Love it. All right, so it's kind of boring here. So I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to push on this picture up here. And it's going to give me all these images that I could use. So let's say that he is... let's put him in space. Let's put him in space. Here we go. So I click my space, and I'm going to press this check mark up here, and that puts him in space. So I'm going to go up here and press my green arrow again. Press. Have a little bit fun in the space. So much fun. So right now I want you to go ahead and start an adventure for Scratch. And I'm going to ask that you put in, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe about 15 movements to move him around the screen. So let's go for that. About 15 movements. That would be great. Once you're ready and you've got your 15 different motion blocks lined up and your cat is doing what it's supposed to be doing in the scene you have chosen, I would like for you to pull down on the right side of your screen. You're going to press the circle and make sure your microphone is on. Press it again and it'll count down 3, 2, 1. Then it will be screen recording what's going on the screen. You will then press the green flag and let your code move the creature, the cat. Move your cat. Okay? Once you are done and you have recorded your cat doing the movements that you have coded, You'll go back to the top. You will press stop, which would be the red button again. You would press this button to stop recording. Once you do that, at the top of your screen, it'll say that it has saved your screen recording to your photos. Then you will go to Photos, make sure it's there, and then you will turn that into Canvas. If there's any questions, let me know. Have fun!